I was looking into like your music and whatnot, and one of the highlights of your career is Clubhouse, right?
Yeah.
So looking into the music, this is what I found. I found that Clubhouse was popping, and then you made a song called Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You were on the app very very early before Clubhouse was big in Toronto. You
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
networking, you were doing your
That's a
thing.
fact. You know what I mean? I was definitely on the scene on Clubhouse from a year ago,
For sure.
and it's almost crazy how it happened. It's still surreal, to be honest to you. And yeah, man, it's just like Clubhouse is the one app that changed my life. I could definitely say helped me get on the right foot forward to a better position in this music game. Just being able to sign my first deal after rapping for 12 years was definitely a big accomplishment. And I feel like the way it happened was so unique that it was almost like a good story for the press and things like that. So I got away with being able to just tell people the story and they were interested right off the bat because it's just a new app. So when you're mixing in yourself with new things that are just coming out, it's also a good way for people to know about what this is about, right? So for the time being, I also was also telling people about what the app really is about, how to get involved with it, how to join, how to sign up, and things like that. And then yeah, it was definitely a good experience just being a part of something that is now
For sure.
popular.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean?
So
That's what I did it for.
So, quick question for the people that don't know, the whole Clubhouse situation. Kind of break down how that came about, how you dropped the song, how you met an executive on the app, and how you
Yeah.
signed up. Like, kind of break that down and explain how that came about, and also explain if that was just a single deal or was it like a
Mm-hmm.
distribution deal. Like, what's the in and outs of that deal?
Mm-hmm. All right. So basically, I ended up signing up with Clubhouse app like last year, Boxing Day, when pretty much Meek Mill and academics were going back and forth beefing and stuff on it. That kind of like blew it up in like the music world. So I caught heat of it and then I downloaded it, wanted to see what it was about because like I like to like stay ahead of the curve and make sure that I can utilize these apps before they get popular, right? So got onto Clubhouse, started using it for a couple weeks, and then I became an influencer on there just for the sole fact of being able to promote my brand and pitch to people what I'm doing. So I had started off by just creating Toronto industry mixers for artists down here to like get a hold of the app and start using it, and then be able to build relationships with people on the app, such as like people a part of like the labels, like A&Rs, producers, and shit like that. So that started going well, and then I was getting my name out on the app, right? So with me having such a high stature with like my features and my collaborations, when you update your bio, you're allowed to like tell people like what you've done, like or who you've worked with, so that people when they come across your page, it'll help them want to follow you more and engage with what you have going on. And then you can connect your Instagram. So like people often will see that I've worked with like this person, that person, and this person, and they're all huge people. They right off the bat see that it's a sense of professionalism. He must be serious about his shit. Let's follow him. Let's tap in. So from that point, I was using it. It was working out really well. I was getting a good name for myself. And then we had this one idea that we were gonna like hack Six Buzz, right? So like we pretty much wanted to like impersonate Six Buzz to the point where like all we did was like just change my profile picture to the Six Buzz logo, and then I started a Toronto room that said like Toronto music industry and politics. And sure enough, it worked. Everybody from the city started pulling up. It was funny because like everybody really thought we were Six Buzz for a second because it said Six Buzz room, right?
Yeah.
And then yeah, I just wanted to like really like kind of use that to grab people in at once so that they could see that this is what's going on. We're here networking. We're here building links for the city, right? And then we had a couple trollers within that whole process of us actually pulling it off. So now there was so much people in the room that like we're actually now kicking people out the room because like there's trollers coming in talking shit and shit like that. And then like maybe like about a couple days later, there was somebody that was like in one of these clubhouse rooms per se, and he was trying to troll me So like somebody was like that same day, by chance, somebody was like actually scamming artists that day, right? He was pretending to be an A&R for Atlantic Records, and he was scamming people. So like he was starting a room, and everybody, all the artists kept going into the room because it's like a music review. He's saying he's an A&R, right? And it's like because he kept telling people you can like send a cash app just to play your music and he'll sign you. He kept telling people like, yeah, I'm gonna sign you for this much. Send your demo over, right? So he kept like capping to people that they're gonna get signed, and people started believing him. Then people started going in other rooms and realizing that this guy's a fraud. So like I ended up hopping in this room just to kind of like feel it out and read the room, see what's going on. And I'm on the stage talking to him, just like, you know, trying to feel him out, because once again, like, you know, me and you talked about the whole scam shit I went through. I wanted to kind of see like, is he legit or is he like a red flag? Yeah. So like, as I'm talking to him, there's people amongst the audience who are listening to what I'm saying to him. And then like I left the room and went back to the other room where people were talking about him. And then like I hopped back into that room, and now they're trying to tell me that I'm a fraud too. They're trying to tell me that I'm a fraud too. And like, there must have been somebody in that room that was like the producer of the song that I did with the baby. Yeah. And like, he must have been under the impression that I had stole the song or something like that. Okay. But, you know, I had actually done like the correct business behind it to lease it and put it on YouTube for, you know, promotional use only. Right. And yeah, from that point, I got like pretty much attacked. Like for like a good like 5-10 minutes, I was getting attacked by like 100 people in the room. And they kept sending me down to the audience, so they wouldn't. So like every time I get a chance to like try to defend myself and let them know this, explain the situation, they kept sending me down to the gulag. So like I couldn't get a chance to say my piece. Yeah. I left the room, and I started my own Clubhouse room, and the topic was, would you buy a DaBaby feature for $100 or $100,000? Right? Yeah. So as soon as I started that room, everybody seen it, and everybody started flooding into my room now. Yeah. Right? Now we have all the trollers that was talking shit. We got this one guy that thinks has something to do with the song, and the producers and da-da-da-da-da says he knows DaBaby, talking about DaBaby's about to pull up right now, shut down the room and all this nice type of shit. Yeah. But like, these niggas are just capping. They don't really know DaBaby. I guess they were just pressed that like I really have the feature or something. Yeah. Right? So like, fast forward into like all that mix up, they pretty much like reported my account, and then I got kicked off. So like at that point, I was kind of upset because I'm like, shit, like I had something kind of good going on here for like the last 3 weeks. And just because these little lame ass niggas came and seen my bio that I've worked with all these people, they think that I'm fucking some type of fraud now. Yeah. Because that one time I went into a room with a fraud. Yeah. And I didn't even know he's a fraud. How can I know you? It's Clubhouse. I don't know where these niggas live and shit like that. They're in the States or something. Sure. Right? So at this point, I started saying, you know what? Fuck it. I'm kicked off the app. Now I can get back in the studio. Because, you know, at this point, I wasn't recording. I was just on the app every day, kind of like just learning how to use it every day and shit, you know? Yeah. At this point, I make the song. I got the beat from my producer. Shout out DJ Backpack. I had asked him like maybe a couple days prior to make me something that's like, you know, gonna be hot. Mm-hmm. I didn't end up liking the beat at first because it sounded too like playful and shit. Okay. But like after this situation had happened, I had realized that, yeah, like this song actually works perfect for what I'm about to do. Right? So I made the song Clubhouse. I made the chorus first. And then like I kind of was trying to buy time to get my account back. So I made my fiance get the account back and invite me back to the app. And then pretty much, you know, I had the chorus already recorded. So at this point, I'm starting fresh and I want to just be an artist now. Now I'm just like, you know what, fuck you guys. I'm just gonna be an artist. Me doing all this helping shit, it's not gonna help me. So let me focus on myself and get a deal now. So boom, sure enough, the very first room that I hopped into to play the song for people, because I'm here thinking, okay, well, I just made a fucking theme song. This shit sounds super corny as hell, but I know how to make shit sound catchy all the time without even really trying. So like, I made the chorus. I know it's gonna be hard, but I want to kind of just see what people think, if they think it's too corny or if they think it's like too like joyful or whatever, right? So hop into the room. It's like some like industry exec room with people just building connections and stuff. And then, you know, it's my turn to speak. I'm on the stage. I play the song. I'm like, yeah, you know, I introduced myself, gave them my pitch, let them know where I'm from and shit, and I played the hook. by the time I was done, you know, I got a good response. And then somebody in the stage pretty much had said, you know, I'm gonna reach out to you. I wanna help you put some money behind that song. Mm-hmm. So as I'm on the stage and he's telling me that, you know, he likes the song and stuff, I get a direct message from him on Instagram saying like, yeah, like, you know, here's my number, call me, let's talk. You know? So got on the phone with him, and yeah, he had a good offer for me. I decided to take it because it made sense for what I was doing at the time. And yeah, it was my first single deal, you know what I mean? So long story short, I got discovered off Instagram. Well, not Instagram, sorry, Clubhouse. I got discovered off Clubhouse. So shout out to Marv Mack, you know what I mean? He's a really like dope veteran from back in the day that had his own label at once upon a time, and he still does, you know, but now he helps artists break records, you know, so shout outs to Marvin Mack. He definitely uh, had the alley-oop on that, you know, he knew that the song was going to be big, and he helped me get it out to the masses, you know, something I couldn't do by myself. So he ended up talking to me about the deal, letting me know what it kind of entailed and things like that, and it was a single distribution deal, and I got a chance to, like, you know, cut 60-40 in my favor. And yeah, it was just a single deal for a year, you know? So 12 months later, here we are. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything went well. We released the song in February. And then, yeah, I got on a lot of dope news outlets. I was in the Brampton Guardian. See what I'm saying? Shout out to Brampton Guardian. Seneca College editorial newspaper. I was in there because, you know, I'm a Seneca alumni, and I went to school for music. So aside from that, I was on a lot of other blogs like Keep Six Solid, Wave Room, Six Wars, and a lot of other dope outlets that kind of picked up the story in conjunction. But yeah, it was definitely a good exposure opportunity to kind of like propel my career forward with anything else I was doing at the time. And yeah, it was definitely a good experience. Just say like, you know, my first little deal to sign, it was definitely something that was worth it. And you know, I could definitely say it changed my life. Clubhouse, you know, definitely changed my life. But now, you know, we're on Riff. And shout outs to Riff, because that's the next big thing that I plan to get a bigger deal on, you know?
That's big, that's big. So, you know, what's some things that you want the people to check out? What are some things that you're working on? What can we look forward to? Just kind of, you know, let us know what's going on.
So right now, I got a lot of dope music videos that I'm putting together, you know, for the year. And right now I'm pushing my lead single with K Coke, which is called Cancelled. So everybody go check that out on all streaming platforms. I'm also promoting my new album, The Greed Tape 3. That's out now as well. I'm working on a new project EP called Perseverance, which is going to be, you know, talking about a little bit more personal sides to me and my experiences of, you know, being a father and a rapper growing up, and you know, in this rap game, being on the grind, pushing through and making it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I got a lot of dope music. I'm about to be cooking up a lot of dope producers I'm working with, you know, from around the world that we're cooking up some shit with. And yeah, hopefully with this SODMG shit, we got shit expanded by that time. You know, I'm just putting in the work right now and doing what I can to grow my fan base. You know, so definitely about to do a huge Toronto run and get some singles out. You know, me and Bizlo got a single on the way. You guys be out on the lookout for that. Me and Tory Lane's sister, Destiny, we got something cooking up. Shout out my boy Private Name, Private Number, and me and him got something cooking up. And also, I'm putting together the first ever Riff compilation album. So what that means is like the people that I'm building connection with, you know, on the app, like artists and producers and things like that, I'm curating an album that we're gonna, you know, collectively promote on the app and collect streams off of. So that's gonna be something very huge that I got in the works, and I'm excited about that because a lot of the records that I've been making with these people from around the world, they sound really dope because they're from all different places. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely that's pretty much it. I got a lot of dope stuff that I'm cooking up. I'm always working on new music. There's always gonna be new shit, and yeah, that's it. You know.
That's fine. That's fine. So appreciate you coming through. Hopefully, as you continue to put out music, make your move, we can sit down again, chop it up, and see where you're at.
Definitely, man. The grind continues. You see what I'm saying? It's Greezy Deckz. I also got my own skateboards. See what I'm saying? Go to Greezy Deckz skate shop if you need some, you know, some decks. And yeah, I go by the name Greezy Deckz once again. Tap in with me on all platforms, Greezy Deckz. And yeah, say word. Thanks for having me.